In this video, I will show you a simple way to open a door using, of course, the FPS to open and close the door, but without creating any animation from Maya or from Unity. You will see I will actually create an animation clip, but there will be no animation inside. Okay, so this scene has a door, this is this object that I have to turn, the pivot is already okay. I already prepared the trigger, I don't need to re-explain to you how we do it, so that this is my trigger box. I will turn off the mesh render, and for this trigger I prepared already a script, same script that what we used, so I will connect it to my trigger. If I check the script, okay, you see that, so the name of the public class is okay, the name of the file is okay. What I need to check, this is what parameter I used here in case if we enter in the box, in the trigger, I will change the parameter door open to true. If I go out of the box, it will be door open to false. Okay, so I have to remember these two values. So now I will select this door. Okay, and you see there is no animation, so I will create animation with actually no really animation inside. So I will create one. I will call it door open. Oh no, door close. We'll start with door close. Okay, so here I need to add the properties that I want to animate, so it will be the rotation. So here you see we have by default a rotation. This is by default the rotation of the object, 360 degree. It could be 0 actually, but it's okay. When you create an animation clip, you have always two keys by default, one at 0, one at 1 second, okay? And they are the same key. So what I want to do, I will so what usually you do, perhaps you animate the door opening or closing here. But what we will do, we will remove the key number 2. So then this animation clip will have only one key. This is a key showing the door closed. Okay, and that's all. So now what I will do, I will create a new clip, of course for the same object, and I will call it door open. Okay, same, add property, rotation, and here for the rotation I will delete the key number 2 again, keep only one key, and here I will give a rotation to open this door. So I remember when I did it before, it was 270. Okay, so here just need to move to update, so that this is our door when it will be open. Perhaps it's a little bit too much. 85. Okay, so now we have our two animation, door closed, door open, but as I said, because there is no curve of animation, it's more to state. Okay, so now we have the animator. In this animator, by default, input has entry state door closed because it was my first animation created. So what I will do, I will, depending of if we enter or exit from the trigger, I will do the transition between door close and door open. Okay, and first I need, you remember, to have my boolean, and if you remember, my script had the value door open. Okay, if you forgot, I go in my script here, it was here door open. Okay, it must be the same. So I go back to my animator, door open. By default, be sure it's off, okay, because by default your door is not open. And now what I will do, I will create my transition. So I right click, make transition. Okay, and here for this transition, I will just say if the door open is true, so if we enter in the trigger, okay, I will activate the door open. I will do the opposite here, and here condition will be door open false. Okay, so here nothing new. We can test it. For that, I think I forgot something. Yeah, so we have this script here on the trigger. Now I have to say to what object, animated object, it's connected. Okay, so here I will drag and drop. That is my object. Okay, so I will drag and drop door wing here. So normally it should work. Let's try. So the door, you can see in the animator in the bottom, the door is closed, and when I enter in the trigger, it will open the door. And when I exit, it will close the door. Okay? So, nothing new. I mean, you could do that with a real animation. The only difference is here, I didn't create any animation. And the good thing is here, if you think the door open too fast or too slow, you can modify it because you have here this transition. And if we didn't speak really about that, but you see here we have door close and door open. So when you activate the trigger, it will do a transition between these two animations to make something smooth. So for example, when you play a video game, you have walk and run. And it will not change from run to walk like that in one frame. It will do a nice transition between these two animations. So here, this is what we have. It do a nice transition. And if you go in the settings, you see that this transition, the duration of the transition is 1/4 of a second because the unit here is second. So we could change that. We could say the door will open in 1 second. So the transition between close to open will be 1. And here, if I take the other transition from open to close, let's even do something like 5. So we see that the door open duration and door close duration by default are 1. So transition can be more than 1, like 5. Okay. So now let's try. Okay, I'm outside, I enter in the trigger, and you see now it took more time to open the door. And it took 1 second. And if I go out, it should take 5 seconds. Okay, so this technique is good because if you decide to modify the speed of the door opening or closing, you don't need to go in your animation editor. Okay. You just go here in your transition, and the thing is it's also good because this door close, door open, you can use it on many doors. Okay, and for each door you decide of the speed of the opening or closing. Okay, playing with this transition. Okay, so it's also a system that you can use on other things that door. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this video. I hope it could help you. Thank you.